And start. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. How are you?
Yes, I'm over the moon because I got chance to talk with you. I never expect I will meet you one day, like on video.
Thank you. My pleasure.
What about you? How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you. Thank you for asking.
Yeah, that's good. So tell me something about yourself. Really, I'm eager to know something about you.
Yeah, sure. As you know, my name is Nootan and I'm from Mathura. I'm a homemaker and I run a YouTube channel as well. If I tell you about my qualifications, then I'm graduate from commerce and I'm blessed with two kids. Thank you.
I guess I know you have a YouTube channel. You are master of this language, so that's not new for me. But really good sounds. But I never expect you got time in morning because you have a busy schedule.
Yes, I have a busy schedule, but today I just managed things.
Uh,
You are the second one I'm talking with. I had one conversation around 9 a.m. Somebody actually texted me yesterday, so I said, okay, I can manage. So this is why I was prepared, I was ready, and
oh,
I
it
saw
means
your
you
message.
already had a conversation.
Yeah, around 9.
Oh,
Yeah. So he was insisting me for a long time. So I said, okay, we can have a conversation. Yeah. So this time I was free, and I saw your message. So I was like, okay, I can talk with you. Yeah.
yeah. Actually, I wanted to message you, but I thought maybe you would be free or not. You would have time or not.
Most of the time this time, like it's around 10:20. So always I'm like occupied with my work, but
Hmm.
anyhow I just manage time today.
Oh, yes, that is a great for me. Actually, for 3 4 days, I'm like a free because I'm suffering from a fever.
Yes,
So
I forgot. So how's your health this time?
yeah, not good, but gradually getting well.
Okay.
I'm taking medicine, even injection as well every day. So
Okay.
proving.
Yeah.
So how's your day so far?
My day has been nice. I have
Nice.
completed all my work. I
Mhm.
made the breakfast, I cleaned the house, I did the dishes, all the things. And yesterday night around 8 p.m. I washed the clothes, I did the laundry. So this time I don't have much work to do and I was having some extra time. So I was like, I can have a conversation.
So when you wake up and how to manage all the things?
I woke up like on every single day, I wake up around like 6 a.m. So today I also woke up around 6, I think 5:45 a.m.
5:45.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. So have you completed your all the household chores?
Yes. All the things have to completely done, and I have to make actually the meal. I made the breakfast, not the lunch. So it's
Mhm.
I have some extra time, so I can manage around like 11. I will be going to the kitchen, and then I will be making the food for the lunch.
And where are kids? They went to school or
Yeah, my kids went to the school.
oh, so now is for free time. Right?
Yes, you can say so. Yeah.
So I would say tell me something about English. I want to improve my English and the language. So as you are you have a good command, so I would like to know something about what can I do and what can do people like a weaver as well for learning this language at zero to at zero to fluent.
I can say, thank you for your question. I can say, see, it's about, just assembling the courage,
Hmm.
okay, gathering that courage because there are many people and I am one of them. Like, if I tell you about myself, I had all the like knowledge, basically the grammar knowledge and some vocabularies, but I didn't have the courage. to initiate a conversation. So there are many people out there, they are also struggling with this kind of, I can say, the X factor. This is, I can say, the X factor, having the courage. Because there are many people, they are fearing of this English language. They are not being able to, say a single sentence out of fear. So this fear just hold them back. They are not being able to say a single sentence. It is all because of that. So I think courage plays a very huge role, essential role in this English language. If you are courageous enough, then you can initiate a conversation. And it's not about making mistakes. Okay, people make mistakes, even I make a lot of mistakes. It's about like how focused we are towards our goal. Basically, it's a goal. And before that, we must set a goal. There are many people, they don't know what they want to do. They are like all the time, in the inhibition, fear, and some kind of, I can say, confusion. They are quite in a fix. So they just don't know. So maybe they don't have the goal. Maybe they haven't set their goal. So first of all, set a goal and start small. Start small. It's not about using so much like complex sentence. No,
Complex.
it's not about that. It's about like how like naturally we speak, and the courage really needed here. And the other thing is that like anyhow we have to speak, so we have to set a goal. Start small. Small sentences we can make to convey our thoughts. I think it plays a very huge role. Using some short simple sentences on every single day, that's very helping, I can say.
Hmm. Yeah, that's like amazing. One thing I want to highlight there, like you mentioned your conversation, like courage, confidence, right? So definitely people are, people is are lagging behind the, lacking of confidence, right? Courage. They have some knowledge. They can speak as like a single some sentence, and they can interact with people easily, but they don't have like a courage how they can speak, and they have a fear of the speaking, right? They think like that if they will talk with someone, definitely they will did mistake, and people will laugh them, right?
Yeah.
So so that point is like a very necessary to how to people like overcome that issue. Suppose if someone can speak, he know yourself themselves, right? So how he can initiate in like a starting date.
See, here I can say, if the person is having any like environment,
Hmm.
so they can really easily they can indulge into that, plunge into that kind of conversation. If a person is having the environment and the situation you said, like we feel like so much fear, we don't feel like courageous enough, so we are not being able to initiate a conversation. It is all because of we never ever try to speak a single sentence. It happens. And I think this also has been my case earlier. Like earlier I never ever try to say or speak a single sentence. So this is due to that I never ever had the kind of courage. And how did I muster that courage, I can say? Because of speaking. See, I can say speaking is the remedy. Like the more you speak, the better you become. So you have to speak to learn English language, to speak English language. Basically, you need to speak. You need to just open your mouth to speak sentences, and start with using small simple short sentences and words. Just don't go after like some using some concrete and fancy words. Initially, just go with like a simple crude sentences, short sentences, and small words.
Yes, really wonderful suggestion. Whatever they have like in their mind, so try to inculcate, try to
Yes, yes.
incorrect, try to convey that thoughts, right? Idea. And one thing, as you like mentioned, try to start like small sentences. Don't
Yes,
go for like a fancy words and sentence, long word and fancy sentence, right?
yes, yes,
So
absolutely.
definitely, if they will start like a small sentences, so gradually they will get some confidence how to
Yes,
speak, and after that
absolutely.
they can convey your thought easily to anyone, and they can get like confidence as well. It's
Yes,
matter.
absolutely. Yes.
So
See, it's
how
not a overnight process. It's not a overnight process. It takes time. It's a long process, I can say. And efforts really matters here. How much efforts you are putting in, that really matters. There are many people, they are just dreaming of speaking in English. They are not, implementing. Okay. And if I tell you about the confidence, so confidence comes up, confidence builds up, but it takes time. You need to take an initiative. Okay, it's these are interconnected. Courage, confidence, feeling like so natural, so authentic, and we start speaking in English flawlessly. So these are interconnected. So start with that courage, the guts. You must have that guts, that okay, I am to speak in English, I am to initiate a conversation. Just start asking questions. If you don't feel like that I can't explain, then start asking questions, small, simple, like what's your name, where do you live, what you do like for living, currently where are you living in, like was this, small, simple, so that it becomes quite engaging. Okay, you are asking question, other is explaining, and you also try to explain things, to elucidate things. So it takes time, but all it needs, I can say, the courage, and that kind of confidence, like I can speak, I can do this, like where's this, these kind of mentality we must form.
Yes, really. At first, to be honest, after my 5 minute video watching, we were in their mind. Definitely, it would have like ma'am is speaking smoothly, correctly, and very like a good way. A right way. So they would ask. Definitely, they would have some like about to know how did you learn, right? How did you learn, and how did you learn this language as a like a pure like a as a good way. So definitely I would like to know something about you and how to immerse yourself in this language as a too much. So tell me something about like your journey that can people understand and they can follow, and after then they can learn also.
Sure, sure, I would love to. The thing is, it's been 3 years since when I started my channel, and if I tell you about English, so it has been my passion till today. It is my passion to excel myself in this English language. And if I tell you how did I start that, when I started my channel, so I used to record my voice initially, and after that I used to make my own videos, my self videos, solo videos. Basically there I am talking about English, how to overcome fear. I was fearing that time, even though I was doing that, I was not leaving it aside, I was doing that anyhow. And I was like all the time speaking things and getting myself recorded and uploading it on YouTube. So likewise this I was doing, but again I would say that that moment I was not confident. I was doing that because it has been my passion, and I was like, since I didn't have any environment, I didn't have any speaking partner, so what can I do? How can I make myself to speak in English? So that's how I thinking that I started my channel. And I was like, okay, I can upload videos, I can make my videos, then I can upload videos. So that's how I started. But again I can say, it is you have to speak in English, then you have to implement that. If you really want to lose your weight, so it is you have to do the workout, right? Nobody is going to do on behalf of you. So it is you need to take the initiative and put in efforts and become so much consistent, because consistency also plays a very vital role here. If you are so much consistent, you are retaining the continuity, then definitely it will get you result. So the same thing happened with me. I was so much consistent, but initially I can say I was not consistent. I was like doing that anyhow, I was doing. And yeah, I was that moment always feeling like motivated, like at least I can speak 2 minutes, I can speak, I can speak in 3 minutes. Even though I was making a lot of mistakes, I used to take a lot of retakes, even though I was doing that, because there was a kind of fire, ignition within myself towards this English language. That is how it became possible for me to make videos and upload them on YouTube. So that is how I started. But yeah, I also struggled a lot because I didn't have any partner. So sometimes I used to feel like hopeless. Like how can I like excel myself? How can I just accelerate my English? So I was doing that. I was not stopping. I was like on the stretch, I have to do it. And again I would say that yeah, I did that just by thinking, just by making my mindset like okay, I am to just retain that continuity. Yes.
Yeah, really, that is a pleasant journey. But I would say, like before 3 years, getting a partner, it's very not a cup of tea, because that
Yeah.
time maybe social media is not too much active about this language, right? People are
Yes.
not active on social media for learning this language. So that time you like did this kind of the work, did too much hard effort to learning this language. So really, it's appreciated.
Yes. 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 Thank you.
So as you are like as you are like all the things you have regarding English. So what are you doing nowadays in this language? Like as I don't know, but you are in advanced level. So there
I
is
don't
any
know.
kind of the above advanced level.
I don't know, and I don't have any inkling about that. I'm just working on myself. I would not say, and I have said to each and every person whomsoever I have come across that I am not professional. I am also like a learner. So I consider myself a learner, not a teacher, a tutor, or any professional. And I think we all are learner because we learn on every single day. We are learning. Each day we are learning from situations, sometimes from people, right?
Hmm. Oh
Yes.
yes, right. I have a one question for you. Like people has in their mind regarding grammar, like they want to speak but they think like that I will do some mistake regarding grammar, right? And instead of the things they all as well think like that the grammar is a very complex, what can I say, complex, right?
Yeah,
So
complex. Yeah.
yeah, complex. So what do you think, do you consider like grammar is important in conversational, like in spoken English? And if important, so how much important? Like,
See, grammar is important, and we cannot deny this fact. Okay, it's really important because to form sentences, to frame sentences, basically we need grammar. Okay, without grammar, the words should be like meaningless. It that moment it appears meaningless. So we must know grammar, but it's not about all the time taking a deep dive into grammar. No, it's not like was this. The basic grammar, like let's say tenses, sometimes conditionals really needed, voice really needed. So we must know what are these, like tenses, voices, conditionals. So without knowing that knowledge of these things, these basic grammar knowledge, we cannot form sentences, we cannot put across our thoughts to other person. So it's really important part, I can say. But not all the time you are indulging in searching different kind of grammar patterns. It's not like that. You have some knowledge of tenses, then you can say things, you can form sentences. It's not like that all the time you are just reading and going for a hunt, like okay, this is the grammar rule, this is the grammar pattern, I need to get it registered in my mind. No, this is not like this.
so can like it happens while while speaking and while listening. So by listening, we can get like some grammatical structure or like
Yes,
grammar rules. It is
not just by listening, not just, sorry to interrupt you, not just by listening. Reading also plays a very huge role. If you read things, you will also get to know grammar patterns. So it will become so much clear in your mind that okay, this is the pattern and I can follow this. I can have this kind of knowledge as well. Just by reading, just by listening, we will get to know a lot of things about grammar.
Hmm. Why I'm asking about this, because people think like that if we will say grammar is very important, so they think like that grammar it means we have to mug up all the things regarding grammar,
No,
right?
no. Yeah.
And if we will say like that, if you will read something and listen something, so by reading and by listening, you will get to understand sentence structure and all the regarding grammar. So they will feel peace, like they will feel calm. Yes, I can do all like speak. I can speak without like a mug up grammar. So that's why I wanted to ask regarding two questions to grammar, right? And the second part is the vocabulary. How much important in spoken English vocabulary, and how we can remember and how we can use vocabulary. As you are providing in your channel 2 3 vocabulary and idioms phrases every day, so it's really it will help to all viewer. And I would mention if possible, so I would mention your link in my channel, so they can like visit and they can like learn to easy to your channel, right? So but I want to ask you like 1 2 3 4 5 or 10, how much vocabulary is important to learn in a single day?
See, vocabularies also plays a very huge role, because without vocabularies mean words. We must know words. Okay, like action words. There are a lot of action words or some particular things, and whatever is in around us, in our surroundings. Let's say
Hmm.
tree, let's say home, AC, fridge, a lot of things, door, windows, bed sheet, many things. They're numerous. Okay, so we must know the words as well. But it's not about all the time just running after concrete or fancy words. No, it's about day to day words, like whatever we are doing, meaning the action words really plays a huge role here. So we must know some day to day words so that we can form sentences. It's not about just grammar, it's not just about words. Both of things very important and plays a very vital role in English
Hmm.
language. But yeah, again I would say it's about having the knowledge of day to day words, not concrete words. When you reach to some level, then you need some concrete word. Okay,
Hmm.
initially if you are a beginner, so I would again say that you don't have to run behind like all the times collecting concrete words. No, just day to day words you have to remember. And how can we remember? See, on every single day 2 to 5 words anyone can learn. And if I tell you, there are many chances that when we have to speak some kar lena while editing.
Hmm. Hmm. Check.
Yeah, so I was saying that both the things plays a very huge role, meaning
Hmm.
grammar and day to day words to speak in English. And the top of the thing is that the courage, as I spoke initially to you, that it plays a very huge role, like having the courage, assembling the courage.
Hmm. Yes,
So
yes,
yeah,
yes.
if you are so much courageous, then you can do this. It's not a very to you initially that having the courage is really important to speak in English. You have all the things in your mind, it is ingrained here. All the things like words, vocabularies, grammar rules, but you
Yeah.
don't have the courage. So there is, I think all the things are like pointless. It's of no use if you are not saying things in English. If you are not taking an initiative to speak in English, then it's of no use. Okay, so what is more important here? The courage. You are courageous enough, then you can anyhow deal with people. Okay.
This is the last but not least. The thing is like a sentence structure, right? They have a no, like they have all the things like a vocabulary and grammar rules and all the things, but they are not able to like make a good sentence, right? Making good sentence. So what is this?
See, it's also about speaking. The more
Hmm.
we speak, the better we become in this English language, and it comes up automatically once you, if you have started speaking in English. Okay, so it will come to you automatically, meaning the structure, the sentence structure. You will automatically being start saying things. You will be able to say things automatically, but it needs the courage to speak in English. Once you have started speaking in English and you speak with people on every single day, you take out time, let's say 1 hour, you talk with people, so automatically it comes up. Okay, it's not about you have to do a lot of things, you have to put in a lot of efforts. No, लेट्स से फॉर एग्जांपल आई हैव टू से लाइक इन हिंदी, जैसे मैंने फ्रिज खोला और मैंने दूध निकाला फ्रिज में से, सो क्या
Right.
होगा इसका सेंटेंस? ओपनिंग द फ्रिज, आई टुक आउट द मिल्क, आई
Hmm.
टुक आउट द वेसल ऑफ मिल्क, मतलब जो दूध का बर्तन था वो मैंने निकाला, वेसल मीन बर्तन, यूटेंसिल. So opening the fridge, I took out the vessel of milk. So likewise this, it's quite connecting. So ऐसे करते करते likewise doing so, we can get the command of making the sentence, framing
Oh,
the sentence, just by doing these things. Okay, gradually, it's not a overnight process, it takes time. Okay, but you have to become so much consistent all the time. Try to rather you like translate things, it's completely okay. You translate from your mother tongue into English, completely okay. But you have to speak. At the end of the day, you have to speak. So do something. Do it practically, okay? Not just thinking only, like there are many things occurring in our mind, but we are not speaking. So speaking
yes.
part is the most important thing I can say. Speaking and listening, both are interconnected.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, maybe all the viewer can understand how they can do on all the things like vocabulary and sentence structure and speaking, courage. They can learn, all the things in this video. So
Absolutely. Yeah.
yeah, so I would say at last, ma'am, it was wonderful conversation with you. I learned bunch of the things to you, and
Thank you.
even I can speak easily after listen all the things without
Thank
like
you.
a
Thank you so much.
hesitation.
My pleasure.
So thank you so much, ma'am,
Thank
to
you. Thank
giving
you. It
me.
was really nice conversation we had. Thank you. Thank you for inviting me.